Well, joining us now is Sister Betty Ann McNeil. She is the daughter of charity of St. Vincent de Paul and the editor of the book St. Elizabeth Ann Seton, A Spiritual Portrait from Ignatius Press. Sister, how you doing today?
I'm doing fine, and it's so exciting to be here in Emmitsburg as we anticipate this weekend of celebration of the 50th anniversary of St. Elizabeth Ann Seton, who
Wow.
really did so much for the building up the faith in the Roman Catholic Church and encouraging vocations to consecrated life, as well as supporting the men who were studying for the priesthood.
Yes. Well, we said earlier in the show that St. Elizabeth Ann Seton is the first person who was born in the United States to be canonized a saint, yet she fell in love with Catholicism in Italy. How did that happen?
Very tragically. Her husband was ill with tuberculosis, and their family business had gone bankrupt. The husband had been an apprentice in an international mercantile firm previously in Italy in Leghorn with the Felici family. Therefore, when a sea voyage was recommended for therapeutic reasons, they decided to go and they could visit with the family and have a pleasant voyage, good sea air, good healthy conditions, and return. But unfortunately, like so many immigrants today, they arrived at their port and were rejected because another ship had come in earlier and said that New York was full of yellow fever. So the officials thought that he was carrying yellow fever. So they banished him and quarantined him several miles out into the sea in a very cold, damp, prison like setting for over 30 days, which did not contribute to a positive outcome. And when they were discharged or released 2 weeks later, he died. So they were released. They got an apartment in Pisa on the Arno River because it's warmer there. It's a little inland. And he died within 2 weeks. Therefore, the family that they were going to visit became a family of hospitality and shelter and took the grieving widow around Tuscany just to see the sights. And it was Christmas time. They were visiting family. And it was in Tuscany at Florence, at Leghorn, that she first entered a Roman Catholic church and saw a Mass or participated in the Mass. And her understanding of communion, Holy Communion, which she was a real devotee of receiving Holy Communion as frequently as possible in New York at St. Paul's Chapel or in Trinity Parish, but they only had it every 4 weeks on Communion Sunday. But in Italy, when she started asking questions out of curiosity, she learned that the Catholics believe that Jesus is present in the Blessed Sacrament, that it is the real presence, and that the Eucharist became a magnet for her conversion to the faith. In addition, she came across a prayer to the Blessed Mother. And Elizabeth Seton had lost her mother as a preschooler and lost her baby sister, lived in a blended family with marital conflict, and really felt drawn to Mary as a mother figure. So those two factors that came by divine providence into her life led her to asking deeper questions about the faith.
We want to get, and you mentioned right at the start, this is a big Sunday coming up. Can you tell us a little bit about the 50th anniversary of Mother Seton's canonization? And I understand you were there back in 1975, and tell us about the significance of the anniversary.
It's major. I was actually here in 1963 when the beatification was announced and the bells rang, etc. Signed a petition when I was about 10 or 11 years old. And I was one of the youngest daughters of charity who won the lottery to attend the canonization in Rome. Wow. So this weekend It begins tonight with a candlelight concert of music from the 70s, because she was canonized in the 70s, the International Year of the Woman. Then tomorrow, the Superior General of the Congregation of the Mission will preside at the first liturgy, followed by museum tours, living history, food trucks galore, all kinds of activities that have yet to be published. And the next day, Archbishop Laurie will preside at a major liturgy with dozens of bishops concelebrating. So it is going to be a very big day, and there will also be a concert on the grounds on Sunday. We're very excited. Emmitsburg is just a few minutes from Gettysburg and less than an hour from Baltimore and Washington.
And
so we're geared up for a great time.
it sounds wonderful. And we're almost out of time, Sister. Where could people buy a copy of the book? And the book is about her spirituality, isn't it?
Yes, the book traces the development of her spirituality, a spiritual portrait. It's available from Ignatius Press and also from the Seton Shrine gift shop, setonshrine.org. There are autographed copies available for those who wish, who were on the grounds for the celebration. And there's also another new book, 15 Days of Prayer with Elizabeth Seton. That's hot off the press, the second edition.
Well, thank you for joining us, Sister. The thing I love about her is that she was a doer. You know, there was not a problem big enough. She was going to get it solved, and she was going to help people, and that's what tough.
Yes.
She was
a
tough.
Great role model as a wife, mother, convert, educator, a real citizen of the world.
She really was, and a great example to all of us. Sister, thanks so much for being with us. Have a great day.
Thank you. So nice to be with y'all.
Okay.
God bless.
Bye-bye.